Hey everybody, we're going to be looking at Santa Anita Park on Sunday, June 4th. We've got 9 races here at Santa Anita on Sunday, and we're going to dive right in here in a second. My name's Dave. I'm the creator of Therostat. I give out a top 3 selections. I recommend playing the top selection to win in place, and the other top 3 either in exactas or trifectas. Honestly, play them however you're comfortable playing, however you normally play them. My goal with my insight is me being a tournament player, providing you insight and analysis to be able to dive in and give you the confidence to play a horse you weren't going to normally play in a exotic wager, or give you the confidence to single a horse as well. So we're going to look at race 1 at Santa Anita Park here. As I mentioned, there are 9 races on this card, and we're going to dive right in right now. Race 1 is 6 furlong claiming race. Race 1 is on the turf, $32,000 claiming. And looking at our top selections, we got 1, 5, and 2. The 1 is the early speed here, Anmer Hall, and pretty formful first race. I mean, with these small fields at Santa Anita, pretty formful regardless. Second off of a layoff for the 1 for Peter Miller, going from a route to a sprint. Peter Miller is a 19% trainer going route to sprint. So that's going to be our top selection with this early speed here, cutting back in distance, is the 1, Anmer Hall. Sorry, the Wi-Fi is a little janky right now. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone. And the 1, Anmer Hall, is our top selection. The 2 and the 5 should be running late here. The 5 is the morning line favorite. Anmer Hall is our top selection, morning line 3-1. Then we've got the 5 Lansdowne and the 2 Franklin 1-star underneath. Our top 3 selections, though, in race 1 are 1, 5, and 2 to start the card here on Sunday at Santa Anita Park. Santa Anita race 2 on Sunday. We've got a 6.5 furlong maiden claiming race, and we've got 7 horses here. We're going to jump over to the PPs because a lot of these horses either never run before or are off of a layoff or a second time starter. The 3 is the early speed, Twin Soul, and had a decent work here, 4 of 7. Back on the 25th is the early speed of the race. For Bob Hess. Bob Hess and Kent Sorma are 35% winners together. So we're going to go with the hot combo there of the 3 on top at 5-2, and then this 6 and the 4 underneath. The 6, Icy Breeze, is the late speed and the late runner here, and will be pressing the pace a bit. And the 4, Big Update, is our third selection. Big Update is blinkers on, second time starter, second time Lasix. First time blinkers for the trainer isn't a hot angle, but I think we'll have some speed in it, adding those blinkers and hit underneath here. The 4-wheel Big Update, and the angle of first time blinker, second time Lasix is big for me too, because I think this horse will settle down a bit and run a little bit faster. So we're going to use the 4 underneath at a price. Morning line is 12-1. Our top 3 selections, though, in race 2, 3, 6, and 4. And our top selection is the 3, morning line 5-2, Twin Soul. Santa Anita Park, race 3. I'm not going to spend too much time in this 5-horse field. We've got 3 horses, which is like fucking almost the entire field. So I'm not going to waste too much time here. The speed of this race in the 6.5 furlong starter allowance at Santa Anita on Sunday on the turf is the 3. The 3 overrated is our top selection. The 4 will be on the front end. The 3 has the total speed and pace of this race. Morning line is 9-5, and we're going to be using the 4 underneath as the early speed. Too Much Heaven, and the 1, Ready, Set, Go, is the second late kick here, and pace presser at a morning line of 5-1. Our top 3 selections, though, in race 3 are going to be 3, 4, and 1 on the turf. Santa Anita Park Race 4 on Sunday is a 6 furlong maiden special weight event, 7 horses. The 6 is the early speed. Morning line is 2 to 1. I like the 7 though. Enclosure as our top selection. Enclosure is a second-time starter. Ran at this distance back in March. Had a decent work here on the 29th for Bob Baffert out of Arrogate, this 3-year-old filly, and his second time Lasix. So came third last out. And Bob is 26% winners off of a 2 to 6 month layoff, and getting Juan Hernandez, who is 20 or 30% in the last 10 days. So I think the second time Lasix angle for this horse will get her to settle down a bit. And underneath, we're going to be using the 6, who is the early speed in this race, and the 1 Royale Delta is the other late kick here. But the 7 is going to be way too tough to beat. Morning line's 9 to 5. 7 Enclosure, our top selection, with the 6 Halos in Heaven and the 1 Royal Delta. Top 4 again, or sorry, top 3 in race 4 again, 7, 6, and 1. Santa Anita race 5 on Sunday, mile maiden special weight event. 8 horses on the turf. The 5 is the early speed. The 1, 6, and 8 will be running late to take a piece of it. Stats Raceland says the 8 is got the best chance of winning this race. I like the front end speed in this mile turf event, maiden special. If this horse can get out to the front, none of these other horses have really done much. So we're going sprint route, and also dirt to turf. Carla Gaines is 29% going from dirt to turf, and this dam is a winning dam as well. 4 starts, 25% of the money. I do think the change of surface back will help this Vronsky filly. So I have the 5 winning on the front end here at a morning line of, God, this fucking internet, man. The 5 will win Anne's Hope. Morning line is 12 to 1. I think we'll hold on. The 8 is the favorite who has the late kick and the speed here. I had that one too. And the 6 Chevy Girl underneath with the other late speed. 5, 8, and 6. I think a little bit of a long shot price here is going to win race 5. The 5 is Anne's Hope as our top selection in race 5. Santa Anita Park race 6 on Sunday. 6 furlong allowance optional claiming, 7 horse field. The 4 and the 7 are the early speed here in race 6. The 4 is my top selection. Morning line is 5 to 2. I have got the 4, 5, and 6 on top in our top 3. The 4 here is second off of a layoff, cutting back a bit, is the early speed. I think if this horse can get out to the front, no one's catching it. Bob Baffert, Lasix on for the first time, and had a decent work here on the 28th after the stakes race that this horse had run in. So I think the change in class, change in jock, change in distance will benefit this horse. Horse is 1 for 1 at the distance. So the 4 Tahoe Sunrise, morning line 5 to 2 is our top selection, and the 5 is the middle speed, should be running late. Morning line 2 to 1 Moose Mitchell, and the 6 also should be running departure here late. Morning line is 5 to 1. Our top selection though is the Baffert Tahoe Sunrise. 5 Moose Mitchell, and the 6 Departure. 4, 5, and 6 race 6 at Santa Anita Park on Sunday. Race 7 here at Santa Anita on Sunday is our live long shot. Go over and listen to episode 3 to get our live long shot in race 7 from that episode. The 4 in this mile allowance optional on the turf will be the front end speed. I do like the 5 as well, Sambura with some late kick, but the 9 is our top selection and is a live long shot. The 9 is morning line 10 to 1, I believe, in race 7. And whenever this decides to load, I will show you that here in Racelands. The 9 is Title Forces, Malibu Moon, 5-year-old gelding out of a Dynaformer mare, 8-0 Tellin. This horse ran back at the beginning of the month and closed a bit, went 4 wide in the stretch. with Giovanni Franco, switches to Edwin Maldonado. Um, this horse had a 5 furlong work on the 28th and finished 2 of 21. This dam, 56% in the money. This Ain't No Tellin', who is a Dynaformer mare, 7% ROI, $17 median win dollars. Morning line is 10 to 1. So I like that horse on top. This horse has hit the board 2 of 5 times on the turf, one time on the turf as well. And one of the wins of the two that this horse has, title forces, is on the turf. So 50% of those wins are on the turf. I see this horse running late. The other late speed that I have in this race is the 5, Sam Burrow, who is a morning line 6 to 1. And the 4, Crosby Beach, is the early speed. I think holds on for the exactas and tries. The 4 underneath is our top 3, Crosby Beach. 9, Live Longshot from episode 3 of Live Longshots, title forces. And then 9, 5, and 4 here in race 7 at Santa Anita on Sunday. Santa Anita race 8, mile and a 16th, affirmed stakes here on Sunday. 6 horses. The 6 is my top selection, who is Go Rocket Ride for Richard Mandela. Going and cutting, actually running at the same distance, came second in the San Felipe, ran 2 bullet works here, 1, 2 works back was just by himself, and then June 2nd in hand, 1 of 4. Richard is 33% winners last 30 days. Ramon Vasquez, 24% winners in the last 10. And came second once at this distance, and 2 for 2 in the money here at Santa Anita Park. So I like the 6 on top. We'll be pressing the pace a bit, and hopefully makes a move coming into the stretch here. Our top 3 though, 6, 2, and 5. The 2, let's see, came third in the Run Happy, Santa Anita Derby. 3 for 4 in the money at Santa Anita, and the 5, second off of a layoff here, stretching out a bit. Sprinter route for Baffert, 29% winners, blinkers on. So flipping over to the pace scenario here, the 6 and 5 will be on the front end. The 6 has all the pace speed here, and we're going to round out 5, hard to figure, and the 2, Skinner as well. The 2 would be our second pick as that late running speed. 6, 2, and 5 are our top 3 selections here in the feature on Sunday, race 8 in the affirmed. Race 9, Santa Anita Park, mile, maiden claiming on the turf in the finale on Sunday. The 4 is the early speed. Giovinazzo is the early speed, morning line 4 to 1. I think the horse is beatable on the front end. The horse I like is going to be, or is the morning line favorite, Kawasaki, the Irish bred, and I also like the 11, Creature. The 7 will be running late. I think the 4 is just going to be way too hot of a pace on the front end. Will hit the board in my top 3, but I do think is catchable and beatable. We're going to jump here. Hopefully it doesn't take 3 minutes to do this, because this has been pretty frustrating on this card. My apologies with how stats is working. Holy Roman Emperor Gelding, second off of a layoff, came second with Umberto Rispoli last out, but jumped at the half mile pole. And I think as long as we can get this horse to settle in a bit and calm down a bit, I think this horse will win on the front end, or sorry, close into the front end speed. Came second at Santa Anita on the turf prior in 3 starts. So I think this horse, if they can stay a little bit closer to the pace, not on the front end though, can run down this 4, Giovinazzo, who is stretching out a bit. This horse could not finish it on the front end. Will be guns blazing, bullet work, 1 of 15. Last workout here, third off of a layoff, going sprint route. I think the horse is going to be way too on the muscle and geared up. And the 11 is a first-time starter. Love mixing it up with some long shot first-time starters here. Ryan Hansen is 20% in the last 30 days. This horse had a a gate work, 2 of 40. So this 11 may go out and press the front end pace here. This Lemon Drop Kid, Dam, Uncle Mo sired horse here. I think we'll go out and press a bit. Has shown some tactical speed in workouts in the morning. Emily Hollingwood is 240% here in the last 7 starts. So I think we're going to round out with a first-time starter here. Morning line 15-1 in the 11 Creature. The 4 is the front end speed, Giovaniso, or Giovinazzo, and the 7 Kawasaki is our top selection with this late running kick here of this Irish bred with Umberto Rispoli back aboard. 7, 4, and 11 to round out the card. The 9 races at Santa Anita on Sunday. Thanks again for watching. My name's Dave. I'm the creator of Thorostat. Follow us on Twitter at Thorostat. Follow us and subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Thorostat. And like this video. Live long shot again, 9 in race 7. Title forces out of the Dynaformer mare. But if you subscribe to the channel, you can get pick 4 previews, get notifications when we go live for live streaming of Santa Anita and Del Mar coming up. And you'll also get full card analysis here. Good luck on Sunday, and let's cash some tickets here at Santa Anita Park on Sunday's card.